Have you ever looked at a map and wondered, why is Russia so massive? Stretching from Europe to Asia, covering 11 time zones and making up over 1/8 of Earth's land surface, how did this giant even come to be? Let's dive into the epic story behind the world's biggest country. Russia's vastness starts with geography. The region that became Russia was relatively flat, with few natural borders like mountains or oceans. That made expansion easier, both for invaders and for Russia itself. Plus, the fertile lands around the Volga and the forest-rich north gave early Russian states room to grow. In the 13th century, the Mongols invaded and ruled for over 200 years. But after their power faded, Moscow rose. The Tsars of Moscow began unifying surrounding lands and launching expansionist campaigns, especially eastward. Fun fact, Ivan the Terrible was the first to call himself Tsar, and he wasn't afraid to expand by force. Here's where things go big. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Russia expanded across Siberia, that giant stretch of cold, forested land. Fueled by fur trade, Cossack explorers, and imperial ambition, Russia pushed eastward all the way to the Pacific Ocean by the late 1600s. There weren't many powerful kingdoms in Siberia to resist, so the land was taken quickly, and brutally. As the Russian Empire formed in the 18th and 19th centuries, it added territories in Central Asia, the Caucasus, and Eastern Europe. By the time of the Romanovs, Russia was a colossal empire, stretching from Poland to Alaska. Yup, Alaska was once Russian until the US bought it in 1867 for $7.2 million. After the Russian Revolution, the USSR was born, and although it eventually lost territories like Poland and the Baltics, the Russian Soviet Republic remained the largest. Even after the USSR collapsed in 1991, Russia kept most of its territory, making it the largest country today, over 17 million square kilometers. In short, geography, fur trade, empire building, and centuries of conquest. It wasn't just luck, it was strategy, power, and persistence. But size isn't everything. Managing this vast land, with its extreme climates and diverse people, is a challenge even today. So next time you glance at a world map and see that massive chunk labeled Russia, you'll know the centuries of expansion behind it. If you enjoyed this historical deep dive, subscribe and hit the bell for more amazing history explained.